From Khloe Kardashian getting cheated on multiple times by Tristan Thompson, to Ime Udoka's affair with a colleague during his time with the Celtics, here's the real reason why NBA players are cheaters. Now, that's something Khloe can't seem to answer either. While addressing the many affairs of her ex-partner Tristan Thompson, Khloe said that she couldn't understand why Tris would do that, considering how he's the father to their children. The whole saga played out on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and let me tell you, it got more airtime than Tristan's highlight reel. Anyways, after 3 years of drama-filled ups and downs, Khloe finally said, "Game over, Tristan," and broke up with the NBA star. When people use the phrase, "he fumbled the bag," this is the example that should come to everyone's mind. Imagine cheating on Khloe Kardashian. As expected, Thompson was hounded by the Kardashian clan, especially after Khloe explained how heartbroken she was after the scandal came to light. Since then, Tristan has been trying to get her back, but Khloe has had enough of his infidelity. And even though he got a house close to the Kardashian mansion in Los Angeles in 2023, during his short stint with the Lakers, Khloe wants nothing to do with him. Time to let her go, Tris. But what makes this worse is that this isn't even the only time Khloe got cheated on by an NBA player. See, before the whole Tristan Thompson scandal, Khloe went through a highly publicized divorce from another NBA star, Lamar Odom. They were all the rage back in the early 2010s, and were in the clear to win the title for Hollywood's cutest power couple. But as we all know, appearances can be deceiving. Everything seemed perfect until Odom couldn't keep his hands off another woman named Paulina Polanski. This whole thing was straight out of a Hollywood drama. Polanski even took a lie detector test to confirm her relationship with Lamar. And that was the moment Khloe's world came crashing down. To be honest though, Khloe probably should have seen it coming, because there were some serious red flags throughout the relationship. It wasn't too long ago that Khloe and her mom Kris Jenner caught Odom surrounded by naked girls at the infamous Roosevelt Hotel. I say infamous because that was the very place where he went all out with Polanski. Must be something about LA, because even Big Shaq had his marriage destroyed over a cheating scandal. O'Neal confirmed that he'd been cheating on his wife a few years after the whole thing came to light. But back then, this scandal was everywhere, and it also involved Kobe Bryant. But not in the way you think. You see, Shaq claimed that Kobe was responsible for his divorce with Shawnee Henderson, claiming that his former teammate had ratted him out. Shawnee had already separated from Shaq before reconciling things shortly afterward, only for their marriage to take a turn for the worst. And irreconcilable differences, also known as Shaq sleeping with 2 women at the same time, were the reason for their divorce back in 2011. Now, when Shawnee found out about the affair, she didn't hold back. She went all out, flattening tires and busting windows of Shaq's beloved cars. And if that wasn't enough, she took a knife and scribbled the words, "I cheated on my wife, I ain't," on the hood of one of his rides. Talk about sending a strong message. No wonder the incident was big enough to take up multiple chapters of Shaq's memoir. But at least he accepted that he hadn't been the perfect husband, because apparently the woman he was cheating with was Gilbert Arenas' fiancée. That got spicy, didn't it? Well, what can I say? Loyalty and faithfulness aren't key features of NBA players. While Shaq's marriage was crumbling in 2010, another NBA player, Gilbert Arenas, was in a sticky situation himself. He was engaged to Laura Govan, and they seemed like the perfect couple, ready to ride off into the sunset. But little did he know what was about to hit him. You see, Arenas had already been in the headlines for that infamous locker room gun controversy just a year earlier, so he was probably hoping for some smooth sailing in his personal life. But life had other plans for him. When the Shaq-Govan cheating controversy came to light, Arenas decided he wasn't going down without a fight. He filed a defamation lawsuit, claiming that he had contracted an STD from Shaq through Govan. Ever heard of TMI, Gilbert? This is it. But here's the kicker. Arenas wasn't the only NBA player who had his partner cheating on him with another NBA star. Remember what happened with Steve Nash? Let this be a lesson for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're the best player in the world at the time. you can't avoid the curse of infidelity. That said, what happened to Nash was truly a tragedy. As the story goes, Leonardo Barbosa, Nash's teammate, dated his wife, Alejandra Amarilla. Now, Nash knew that this was happening, but didn't want to divorce his wife because she was pregnant, pulling the plug on their wedding one day after she delivered the baby. Cold. Nash thought the baby was Barbosa's. Unfortunately for Steve, this wasn't the worst part. Oh no, not even close. The baby wasn't Barbosa's, but it wasn't Nash's either. It was actually Jason Richardson's, another one of his teammates. What can I say? Amarilla had been keeping real busy, sleeping with not one, not two, but 3 Suns players, and Nash was left ruining his luck. Now, how about we take a look at Michael Jordan, the greatest NBA player ever. His life was full of controversies off the court, but his love life, for the most part at least, survived the test of time. He'd gotten married to Juanita Vinoy back in 1989 and claimed that it was the right decision and had helped him mature. Everything looked like it was perfect, until it wasn't. Vinoy filed for divorce in 2002, once again, like many others, citing irreconcilable differences. Only a few months later, MJ was caught up in a major scandal after suing a past lover for attempted extortion. In fact, when the details came to light, it was revealed that just a few months after tying the knot with his wife, Jordan began an affair with a past lover named Karla Knoefel. And hold on tight, because that wasn't the first time he cheated on his wife. Nope, not even close. It's hard to believe that someone could betray their spouse so soon after saying "I do." But Jordan managed to do it multiple times. Talk about a serious foul play. Then, in 2015, another woman filed a paternity lawsuit claiming Jordan fathered a child with her in 1995, with plenty of other women coming forward too. But have you seen how recently Scottie Pippen, the greatest number 2 star of all time, has been going on about how LeBron James is the greatest player to play the sport and not MJ? Well, that's also got a lot to do with women, and a really famous one, Madonna. Oh yeah, back when Scottie P and MJ were making a mockery out of the NBA, they made considerable waves in Hollywood too. Madonna apparently enjoyed basketball quite a bit, but she was more interested in Pippen. And that was something Jordan simply couldn't live with. Pippen had something of a fling with Madonna in the 90s, as per many reports, and whenever she'd come to watch one of their games, Jordan would try his best to impress her, putting on a show like he always did. But Madonna only had eyes for Pippen. Things got so frustrating that MJ's betting problem came to light too, as he placed a bet that he could satisfy Madonna more than Pippen ever could. The appeal of having an NBA star as a boyfriend keeps getting less, doesn't it? It's not just the active players either. Coaches like Ime Udoka have also been involved in many controversies. Despite being a happily married man, he couldn't resist the temptation and ended up having an affair with a colleague from the backroom staff. Talk about complications off the court. He was the coach of the Celtics at the time, and fresh off a title charge which ended in a defeat to the Golden State Warriors. The Celtics were dealt another blow. Reports had surfaced about their coach having an affair with someone in the backroom staff, and he was immediately let go after an inquiry into the matter. Udoka, to his credit, publicly apologized for his actions, acknowledging the hurt and disappointment he caused. However, the media didn't hold back in their criticism, scrutinizing his behavior and amplifying the consequences of his affair. My question is, where's this energy when active players are going about their business? Or how is Shaq still such a beloved analyst, but Udoka found it tough to even land a job after this situation? Just so unfair. So, from Udoka's affair with a colleague in Boston to Khloe Kardashian getting cheated on multiple times by Tristan Thompson, this was the real reason NBA players are cheaters.